Hello everyone, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel Current Ka Affairs. Here I discuss few articles from The Hindu and Indian Express and some related editorials. The first article is related to criminalization of marital rape. Okay, so the news is Supreme Court to hear petition seeking to criminalize marital rape. What do you mean by it? So, it refers to non-consensual sexual act between two partners who are married by law. So, it basically deals with sexual violence which take place within the confines of a house where the perpetrator is the husband and he has every right to, and it's kind of a right given to a man to sexually harass her and not being legally accountable for it. Okay, so section 375 of Indian Penal Code इसमें क्या है, it kind of deals with rape and what acts constitute rape by men, and here there are two exceptions that he conducts if there is a medical procedure being conducted on a woman's body, then it will not amount to rape. And second, if he has a sexual intercourse with wife, okay, legally wedded wife who is above 15 years, and into 2017 it was like जो 15 years है, it was changed to 18 years. So now we'll discuss why it must be criminalized. So first, it is a form of sexual violence. So जो ये sexual violence है, it comes in various form. It might comes in forceful sexual activity, or the unwanted sexual advances that a woman gets, or the comments in the public places. Okay, or somebody coercing somebody into engaging into sexual activity like prostitution, forceful prostitution, it can be a form of sexual violence. So uh, like all this marital rape where a woman is subjected to such forceful physical activity, and it must be recognized, it must be criminalized. Okay, and women must be given protection for it. And second is violation of bodily autonomy. So इसका मतलब क्या है, that it refers to one individual's right to have control over his or her own body. Okay, you have the right to take decisions for the kind of health you want for this body, the kind of shape, the size, okay, you are responsible for your well-being, your body. But and here, if a woman doesn't want to offer herself, then even though she is a wife, she must be, her right must be protected. Then gender equality. So in this institution of marriage, basically men has a right over women's body. Okay, बहुत जगह that the women is considered property of men, and he will make all the decisions about her. So when you try to criminalize it, you are giving an equal right to women to choose, to say no. Now it's a matter of legal rights. So suppose there is a woman who is affected by this sexual violence and wants to uh, complain against it, but she is deprived of that agency when there is nothing that recognizes it as a criminal act. Now it will also act as deterrence. So sexual violence is often a part of a larger pattern of domestic violence. Okay, so when you criminalize it, it you kind of breaking that cycle of abuse, and prevent further harm to the victim. Then there are certain international obligations, if you see, all the developed countries have kind of criminalized it. In US, all the 50 states have criminalized it, UK, South Africa. So as somebody who is a crusader of human rights at international level, India must also follow the lead and criminalize marital rape. Now we'll see what are the arguments that are against it. So first is Delhi government said that marital rape is already recognized and comes under Indian Penal Code of crime of cruelty. So it basically saying about that domestic violence act where marital rape is one of the uh, cruelty that is uh, that is conducted against women. Okay. Then second is it interferes with the privacy of marital relationship. So it is very private thing to be discussed at it is very private thing to be discussed outside the household. Now it is difficult to enforce. So just like how domestic violence is used against men, this criminalization will also, it's a kind of a power that is being given in the hands of women to abuse men. Then fourth is Delhi High Court said that as a couple, um, both of them have a legal right to at least expect a reasonable sexual relationship. Okay, and this marital relationship is very different from the other kind of relationship, and here a certain sexual relation is needed. Also, if somebody deprives the other person of it, it might tantamount to divorce. Okay, and then some have said that it is a Western concept. There is nothing called marital rape in India, in Indian culture. It's all Western concept, and we are being pushed into it. Okay, so these are some of the arguments that are against it. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Now, the second article is related to Rajasthan's right to health bill. So, on 21st March, Rajasthan passed right to health bill in assembly amid protest. Amid protest, so there is these doctors, the private doctors, have been protesting against the bill, and even though there is huge criticism of it, the Rajasthan government have went ahead with it. Rajasthan today is a model state for health, and it has come up with several schemes to provide right to health to its people, and in it is one of those states which has around 7% of the total budget specifically allocated to health. So we can see it. Rajasthan is quite serious about it, and health is its major agenda. And here are some of the pre-existing bills related to health. The first is Chiranjeevi Health Insurance Scheme, and here free treatment will be given up to 10 lakh of rupees, and in recent budget it is increased to 25 lakh. Then there is another Rajasthan government health scheme which is specifically dedicated to government employees like current and former MLAs. Then there is Nishulk Nirogi Rajasthan. तो इसमें क्या है? You will be given free medicine. You will be given all OPD, IPD services in government hospitals. Okay, and there is a free test scheme also. So these are some of it, but somehow they are not meeting the ends. And now we'll see what are the provisions of this bill and why there is a protest. So इस bill में क्या है that every resident of Rajasthan will have right to free at services at all public health facilities and at select private facilities. So earlier it was at all private facilities, but because of some protest, now they have made it like selected few. Then second, it will also give free consultation, free drugs, diagnosis, emergency transport, okay, and procedure and emergency care. Everything will be free and for specified cases. Okay. Then the most controversial provision is emergency treatment like accidents, okay, when there is a snake bite, or anything. So when you are brought to hospital, you will be given care and treatment without payment of any uh, charges or fee at that moment. Free नहीं है, मतलब you can delay the payment. Okay, but it is being criticized. Then there is a right to know the cost of treatment, the complication associated to it. All right, so you can have a choice what kind of treatment you want, what are the options available to you. Okay, and if somebody is uh, found going against with like if somebody is found in contravention of the act, then they will be fined 10,000 to up to 25,000 uh, money. Then what are the issues is now the issues related to it is it violates Article 19 Clause 1G, which gives the right to carry out businesses. So अगर आप बोलेंगे कि free में services दो, then how they will practice this profession? They need to be paid for it. Okay, they need to pay charges. And now who will ensure that those patients once they get treated will pay it? So these are some of the issues. Then emergency treatment. So earlier it was like कि कोई भी हॉस्पिटल में आपको services मिलेंगे, but now they have changes that only multi speciality hospitals में also if it has 50 beds, there you will be given emergency treatment. Then they have also what is the definition of emergency, what all the things that will come under emergency. So this needs to be discussed. Then compelling doctor to treat patient outside their specialty. So this is also now being taken care of once they have said that only multi-speciality hospital mein hi they will be given services. Then what about responsibility of patient? There is hardly anything said about the kind of violence these patient or their family um, have on doctors. What are their duties towards doctors. So these are some of the issues related to it.